Hey everybody, Natasha here, and because people have been asking for shoulder hoop tips, I'm going to explain my 4-point method. This is similar to an UMI for those of you who learned an UMI or an anterior hip circle by hitting these 4 positions and then putting them together. We're going to do a similar thing to learn our shoulder hooping method. And I'm explaining everything as if you're going counterclockwise. So if you're going clockwise, just reverse every right and left motion that I have to the other direction. Our first 2 points are the same motion that we use to work it up our shoulders. And the first point we get to is we do a chest slide right, and at the same time we raise our right shoulder. So that point looks like this. The next point we do a chest slide left and raise our left shoulder. So that looks like that. And if we put them together, that's the raise it up our shoulders method. So for example, we put our arms in and raise it up our shoulders by hitting those points. However, to keep it up on our shoulders, we need another 2 points, and the reason for that is that our blade is shaped like a body, but the hoop is a circle. So we get a bit of a square peg and a round hole ideal going on. So we have to concave and convex our chest so that when the hoop is in front of us, we push up, and that makes it look, as if it's a round position right there. And when it's behind us, we're going to curve back, so it looks like it's back behind us. So the 4 positions, when we put them all together, is here, then here, then here, then back. So we're going right, forward, left, back. And our shoulder motion, right shoulder up, both shoulders back, left shoulder up, both shoulders forward. So to smooth it all out, okay, so once you get that motion, that's our basic shoulder hooping motion. Now what do we do when we add the hoop? That's my cat, by the way. There are pressure points, and if you remember when you started out waist hooping, you generally had 2 pressure points, whether it's forward, back, or side to side. And with how the pressure points work is centripetal force. When things are circling, the hoop is pulling always on the far point. So when the hoop, for example, is pulling this way, you put a force against the hoop. When the hoop is pulling this way, you put a force against the hoop, right? And we start off with 2 pressure points, and then as we get good, here's the 2 pressure points side to side, 2 pressure points forward and back, right, at an angle. But as you work it out, I'm sure most of you have had circular pressure points where we're constantly putting pressure against the centripetal force of the hoop. So whenever the hoop is over here, we're pushing this way, hoop is here, we're pushing this way. And for the shoulder hooping, we pretty much have 2 pressure points that we're going to explain right now. Now if we look at our motion again, you'll note that my right shoulder is making a backward circle and my left shoulder is making a forward circle. But if you look at it from the side, they look like they're going the same way, right? My right shoulder is going this way. My left shoulder is, there we go, also going that way. And that affects how our hoop is hitting us. So our right shoulder is going to make a push-back motion right here. So here's our pressure point, about there, and our right shoulder is going to be pushing back against the hoop. And our left shoulder, the pressure point's about right here, more towards the forward, so it's going to be pressing forward against the hoop. So it's going to be right pushing back, left pushing forward against the hoop, right pushing back against the hoop, left pushing forward against the hoop. And at the meantime, we're also concaving and concurving our chest to keep. Now where to hoop, I recommend hooping. You've got that bony part in your shoulders. You don't want to hoop there, that's going to hurt. And then you also don't want to hoop on your breast, that's, going to go up. So about right here, which is right above your breast, and below your bony part. So to put it together with the hoop, put our arms in, work it up, and keep it there. My right shoulder, as you can see, is pushing back against the hoop. Back, 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 back. And my left shoulder is pushing forward. Forward, 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 forward. So back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward. And at the same time, I'm pretending to be round in the front when the hoop's in front of me and pretending to be round in the back when the hoop is behind me. Now let's say you're doing this but the hoop falls a little too low, right? So we can just do our work it up the shoulders motion. But you worked it up too high and it went to your neck. So you can just insert a shoulder like this, and there you go, you're back on your shoulder. So it gets too low, you work it up with the work it up motion. It gets too high, put a shoulder back in there. So here's from the front, here's from the side. Note the backwards motion of my shoulder from the back, and from the left side. Note the forward motion of my shoulder. And to get out of it, I say the easiest way is either to get it to your neck or to get your arms out and let it fall. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, let me know.